Hello there, my name is Paschal Dooley, aka Anima Sword, and welcome to this special director's commentary of my first ever film, Mirrored Blades. This was something I created for my college as part of my filmmaking course. Originally I was planning to enter it for this film festival, where it would only be 90 seconds long, but I'll get more to that in a minute. But basically, the idea was going to be, it was two samurai warriors staring each other down. We would see like brief flashbacks of their stories, and then they would attack each other, and the two blows. Yeah, that would be pretty much the end of the film. But I decided to use it for this directorial piece, extend it, make it longer. Although I think it was also I'd kind of been introduced to the anime and manga genre back then, so as you can probably tell here, I was really, really obsessed with the whole style. I'm not quite so much like that these days. I'm not so much of an otaku as I was back then. I think that's the phrase. I really don't know. Yeah. Whilst there is many the positives I still find about the anime genre, I'm not so obsessed that I'm desperately trying to copy it anymore. And I'm also not so obsessed that I can't see its flaws anymore either. And yes. Now, some of you may be wondering where this whole, like, demonic Oni power thing came from. I'm not really sure what it was, to be honest. The actual disappearing and reappearing thing was actually inspired by the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games. If anyone remembers the Sword Master units, basically they had this habit of, like, they were moving so fast that they disappeared and then reappeared, and sometimes created more than one at once. So it was kind of that speed I wanted to try and convey in this artwork, which is why characters do the same thing. As for the whole eye effect, the reason for that being is because I want to do... The whole idea of the film is how two people with similar upbringings can become incredibly different people, and I wanted to have this kind of like visual motif that showed they were both monsters or people who were trolled by their past and so on. So I tried to think of this kind of best visual motif to come up with this, and there was this... I noticed how sort of like when anime eyes are angry, they tend to become pointed and bestial. So I tried to add like a cat-like pupil, and then I put the claw marks, which works well as a visual motif, I think. Ah yes, this scene I could love. This is sort of for all I have to say against it. I kind of like how this sequence turned out, just because, well, it's sort of one of the things how it appeared in my head. But the rest of it, considering what I know now of animation, I'm actually quite appalled by the stiffness of it, in all honesty. And you also notice that a lot of it you can clearly tell has been scanned in. The reason for that at the time was because I didn't trust my own drawing skills in Flash, so I pretty much drew it on paper by hand, and then animated certain bits of it in Flash. But you can really tell the characters are so stiff and they barely move around at all, and some of them look really bad. I've gotten better as an artist since then, but yeah, very quickly here I might as well talk about the characters. Akura was sort of inspired by for anyone who remembers Samurai Jack, there was an episode called Mad Jack where there was an evil clone, and so for some reason Akura's kind of came out of that, but just sort of with a different, flatter hairstyle. And Haru, well, it's Rurouni Kenshin. I think you can pretty much spot Kenshin's appearance in there the instant you see it. I think there was like one anime the fan I was talking to, and he instantly spotted it was Kenshin right away. Yeah, you can kind of tell I was obsessed with the whole Japanese anime culture thing, because I made these two guys say the whole Japanese attack names. I think one was meant to be Raging Demon Tempest, and the other one was Ripple Lotus on the Calm Pod, or something like that. But yeah, it was originally because I was obsessed with the whole culture and calling out attack names. And looking back on it, it was kind of hard, especially for the actors. I kept mocking them for getting the pronunciation wrong. So yeah, I'm sorry for that, guys. Oh, the narration was kind of done by my dad because, well, he's a poet, so he's used to saying things dramatically out loud. So I think he was a good choice for it. And yeah, that's the end of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my commentary on this film, and I'll be doing some more in the future, and hopefully it'll last a lot longer. So see you then.